Hey, what's going on guys, Chris here, and today I'll be checking out that lightning gun in Doom's competitive multiplayer. It's an energy weapon that shoots out streams of electricity, zapping your opponents, dealing a steady flow of damage at those close to medium ranges. Its weapon mod, however, has a secondary function dishing out the damage in a slightly different way. It creates an electrified field around the surface it's aimed at, damaging anyone or anything caught within it. The weapon is unlocked at multiplayer rank 14 and is a fairly overlooked and underrated weapon, but it has a lot of great uses and can be very effective when used correctly. Upon spawning, you'll be given 150 lightning power, or whatever the hell the gun uses as ammo, and this can be increased up to a maximum value of 250 by collecting those ammunition crates dotted around the map. The lightning gun's primary firing mode shoots a constant stream of electricity that damages enemies whenever they touch it. This rapidly takes away digits of 8 health whenever you aim over the body, or 10 if you aim for the head. And providing you can keep that electric beam on your target, you can put them down surprisingly quickly at those closer to medium ranges. Although the weapon is better suited for close quarters, it's actually not that bad at taking health away from enemies beyond close ranges. Though it's going to be a bit harder to stay on target at these distances, as there's no zoom optics, and you're going to have to fire from the hip at all times. You will need to be accurate with the gun's primary fire, as it's only going to take damage away whilst the electrical beam is on your target, but providing you are, it can kill pretty fast. Now as for the weapon mod, the lightning gun has something up its sleeve that a lot of other weapons don't. And that's the fact that the secondary fire allows you to basically trade damage for accuracy, by dropping the damage slightly, but making it much easier to hit your enemies, and this is done by emitting a mini electrical field on the surface that you're aiming at. This pretty much means that all you really have to do is point the gun at your opponent's feet, pull the trigger, and watch those damage numbers fly. The field generated by the gun will affect anyone in the nearby area to where it's aimed at, allowing you to sap health away from one or multiple targets all at once, and deal an albeit lower but constant flow of pain, letting you essentially spam damage with the trade-off of being a bit weaker than the primary firing mode. This deals a rapid flurry of damage, ranging from figures of 2 to 5, depending on how close your enemy is to the middle of the electrical field, and it seems to deliver a maximum damage of 7 whenever this beam directly hits an opponent. The lightning gun itself is actually a great one to use as a secondary weapon, as it's perfect for finishing off other players, down to you not having to be super accurate with it to deal damage. And most other weapons would benefit from having this equipped alongside, as it's a very good option to steadily but quickly lower your target's health and armour. Though some weapons that could be a good match with the lightning gun would be the ones that can deal strong damage all at once, such as the static gun, both shotguns and the rocket launcher, as you can wipe out large chunks of health with a well-timed shotgun blast or a perfectly aimed rocket and then easily zap the rest of their life right out of them with your lightning gun. The weapon mod can be used in these cases to swiftly lower that health without having to be too accurate, and will quickly finish off the already damaged enemy or a group of enemies without too much fuss. Though you could always opt for a longer range weapon instead, reserving the lightning gun for CQC, to pull out whilst using something like the Vortex rifle or Hellshot to cater for these closer to medium range shootouts, and giving you another, more reliable option to take out other players who stray too close, for your longer range weapon to do justice. Now because the lightning gun's weapon mod can deal damage to multiple opponents at once, this means that they can be a very useful tool when areas get a bit congested with enemy players, as you can hurt them all at the same time, making it a great weapon for crowd control. This is particularly helpful on game modes like Warpath and Domination, where players quite often tend to be in the same place at the same time. So using the lightning gun secondary fire in these situations can be very effective, and can quickly kill several opponents all at once, depending on how low their health is at the time. Though a little tip for these situations at objective points is to throw a grenade into the area beforehand to blast away multiple enemies' health first, and then simply let the lightning gun's weapon mod do the rest, allowing you to kill several people all at once. So generally the lightning gun is a perfect weapon for crowd control, and it's a fairly easy gun to use. It doesn't deal an insane amount of damage all at once, but it can quickly wipe out your target's health in those closer to medium ranges. It makes a great secondary weapon to run with to finish other already damaged players off. It's surprisingly powerful, fun to use, and definitely shouldn't be underestimated. Anyway, that's all I've got for you this time folks, but do be sure to subscribe to see more guides on Doom and other games, and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video or found it useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.